What's good? What's good? What's good, collective? It is your girl Aqua May, and I am here for an ancestor message. Okay, ancestors got something to say today, and we're gonna listen. Okay, so let's see what they want to tell us, what they want to discuss today for the collective. All right. I'm hearing eyes wide shut. I don't know if it's my shirt. Right, having one eye open and one eye closed. That just came to mind. I didn't have this shirt on all day, but I did put it on when I got home, so that could mean something. All right. But yes, let's get into the message. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, all of that good stuff. Comment down below. If you need to know anything about me, how to reach me, it's in the description box. Okay, you can email me with any questions you have. All right, so let's go. Angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides, thank you for being here with us today, especially the ancestors. All right, our higher self, our whole self is in alignment with the universe, and God is always and forever with us. So, let's see where this is going. You may be getting music that's coming to you, okay? You may be getting songs that you're hearing, or you're just singing random songs out of the blue. There may be messages in those songs, so pay attention to that. Let me get one more card. I didn't flip it over yet because I want to see. I want to get both cards to see what's the message. There we go. So, at the bottom of the deck, this is coming out. This Huntress card. It says the soul is awakening. All right, soul awakening, number 20. Right, I did say the whole self when I started off my prayer. Right, so and even when I say prayer, something here, the huntress and the prayer and the pray. Okay, so you may be in a very dominant, feeling very dominant at this time. You may be hunting something down. You may have found something that you want, right? You found exactly where you need to be. I'm hearing you are exactly where you need to be. So don't feel like as if you're behind in any way. You're exactly where you need to be. All right. It may feel sometimes like this is not where you need to be, but there's always a reason for things, all right? You may need to help someone. You may need to experience something, okay, with this huntress energy. It's just giving me like you got to go through the journey. You got to go through the work, okay? But we have Mother God, which came out recently, and ooh, we have the griot, blessed. Ooh, miracles in motion and blessed, okay? So the ancestors want you to know that there is something here beautiful. Okay, there's something here that's very beautiful. I'm seeing beauty. I'm seeing loveliness. I'm seeing, feeling adorned. Something about adorning yourself, maybe even. Okay. Um, there's something here also about like traditions that you uphold, or learning something here about like your ancestors or just the past in some sort of way. Something here that you want to pour into yourself, right? You want to incorporate this into your life in some sort of way. All right, this energy of something here that feels sacred, that feels blessed, that feels like right on point for you, right? You learn about it or you encounter it, and it starts to feel like this is something that's been a part of you this whole time. Okay, number 42 and number 19, number 10, number 6, or number 1. Okay, so you're definitely integrating, you're becoming more you're understanding a lot of different working parts of how life works, right? About how your life works, how life in general just works, right? And I feel like doing you are like operating now in a sense of like a different wave, a different place than a lot of people know how to operate in. Okay? You know how to move and maneuver through things in ways that not everybody can get through. This blissed energy. I just actually wrote that. Blessings. All right. Something here about being blissful, being happy, being joyous. Okay. There's something here that's being given to you. This motherly energy is like you can go to your mother for anything, right? Your ancestors are letting you know that you can come to them for anything. There's nothing that you can't ask them for. Okay. But it has to be with good intention. Okay. Because they're not going to give you no BS. If you come into them with some type of BS, they're not going to give you that. All right. But they're here. It's like this mother and child energy. Okay. So you may have a motherly or a parental figure here that's definitely like in charge of, your journey, your life. Not really in charge. And I don't want to say it like that because our ancestors are a part of us, right? So they're not even separate from us. Even if your mother or your father or your grandmother, whatever your grandfather has passed, aunt, uncle, that energy sticks with you. That energy stays with you. So this is like some sort of energy. We're talking about the ancestors here, right? This is some sort of energy that stays with you. That at every step that you take, they ensure, right? They want you to take the right step. Even when you make a misstep, they're still there to help you through it, right? It's like this is some sort of ancestor that's here that vouches for you. They vouch for you, even when you're wrong. They vouch for you, even when you're not in the right space. They vouch. I'm hearing that word vouch. Like, nah, we got this. Like, when you may like, cause this I'm seeing if you're supposed to serve some sort of judgment. This mother of God energy is the one that steps in and it's like, no, 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 no. We're not about to do that. We're going to give them another chance. We're going to show them this. We're going to do that. So, you're not left alone. Okay. So your ancestor, whoever this is very, I don't feel like it's a group of people. I feel like it's that one, right? This is your ace one on your team. You may not know their name. You may not know who they are. Maybe you do. But this person, whoever this is, they take full care of you in the spiritual realm. And it affects you in the physical realm. Okay? So when you're supposed to receive certain judgments, this person is here vouching. This is like when you have to go up to the judge, right? They're here vouching for you. You got to get a letter written for you. They wrote a letter that's so outstanding that the judge is like, all right, we're going to give them another chance. All right? So whoever you are that I'm speaking to, you are very lucky. Extremely lucky. Okay? You have some sort of luck because of your bloodline, because of the motherly energy, the feminine energy in your blood, right? In your ancestry. They definitely take care of you. You could be a man, you could be a woman, it doesn't matter, but this feminine energy takes care of you. Okay? So, I love it. I love it. There's definitely something here about music. All right, tuning into the right frequencies. So, everyone has because I'm seeing this is like the sun here, all right? And I'm seeing whatever planet, what's your planet that you're ruled by? Okay? For instance, if you are into your birth chart, there's a lot to learn from that because your sun sign may be one thing, but your whole entire birth chart may have a certain signature to it of another sign, right? So it's like you're operating in two different waves, right? And it has nothing to do with your moon and your rising, actually. It's just like the placements in your houses and the planets and different stuff like that. Like, what is most dominant? All right. You may have fire that's most dominant, or like your signature, you may be, let me just say, you may be a Taurus, right? And your signature energy may be of a Virgo, or you may be a Sagittarius, but your signature energy may be of an Aquarius. You get what I'm saying? So there's something here about that where you have a certain signature about you that helps you. Like, this is how they help you. This is how, excuse me, this is how this particular ancestor taps in with you. All right? So, I'm going to just say that. Whatever your ruling planet is, your ancestor, this particular ancestor taps into you with that energy because this is how you naturally operate. This is how you naturally flow. This is how you naturally understand things. This is how you naturally feel things underneath a certain particular energy, certain particular sign or planet. Okay? So pay attention to that. All right, let me get some more energy here. What is the ancestor? Ma'am, what do you want to say to us? I have to say ma'am because it's definitely a feminine matriarchal energy here. You have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, number 69 is on this card. Sharing, caring. This planet behind here is actually Jupiter. So Jupiter may be somebody's ruling planet, which it would be like Sagittarius and Pisces energy. Okay. Um, so there's something here about sharing. There's something here about walking this journey here with other people, right? That create abundance, that create prosperity. Okay. You have to, this ancestor wants you to be with people, participate in situations with people that are going to assist you, that you're going to help, right? This is not one-sided situations, okay? Very balanced. It may not be completely balanced, but it's like beneficial on both sides either way. Okay, you have the sun at the bottom, okay? I'm telling you, the Six of Pentacles with the sun. This is a lot of what do I say? I don't want to say charity, but that's the word that's coming to my mind. But a lot of things, good things coming your way with the sun here. Okay, you're approaching on something here that's going to be very beneficial to you. All right, and it's because this Mother God energy is bringing you towards it. All right, she's showing you the way. All right, you're being shown the way. It's very bright. All right, and I feel like somebody had to make a certain decision recently. All right, and whatever that decision was, you may feel like you had to let someone go, like somebody that you were with. You said they're both carrying a stick, right? Somebody was like not, I don't know, it was like something here was worn out. All right, and you had to switch, so you're moving to something else, right? So you're not left without, you're just moving on, you're moving over, you're switching over to something else. All right, and this is, yeah, that's what they're trying to get you to see. Like, what are you carrying? What are you sharing with someone else? Right? Are you sharing the right things? Are you... Ooh. The ambulance is out. But yeah, something here about sharing. That number 6 and 9 is here, 69, right? That's about sharing the top and the bottom. The them getting yin and yang energy. Okay? So there has to be a some sort of balance. Excuse me, I'm sorry. It can't be like two people that are exactly the same. There has to be like almost an opposite type of energy. All right. There has to be some sort of balance, but that flows together. The opposite that flows together. Okay. Not just opposites that don't work. All right. Just like a magnet, you need the north and the south pole to meet together to actually stick. North and north doesn't stick. Okay. Um, so it could be something here about like the opposite sex or yes, yes. Sorry, I had to pause the video for a second. The ambulance was going crazy. But anywho, nonetheless, I'm not going to put that as a part of the message because this Six of Pentacles is out, so something is very successful. All right, nonetheless. All right, let me get another card here. The Apprentice of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles here. Okay, so this Page of Pentacles 74. Okay, that number is 12, right? So number 3, you could be very eager to do something. Okay, you could be eager to get something started here. All right, there may be something here approaching where you may want to, like I said, there's a switching over that's happening. So you may be the one that's like dropping the stick that you're carrying with someone or with a situation. Okay, or if it's not that, it's more so like you don't have to be doing that, but there's like a new opportunity that comes up. Okay, so maybe even where you're going with something, where you're sharing something, there's a better opportunity. Okay, there's something here that has really good potential. Okay, it's not, I'm hearing it's not fully grown, but it's something here that you can work with. It's something here that puts a little extra here, right? So this could be extra help, extra assistance in finances, in just life, in like the daily ups and downs here. All right, some type of idea you may have you're trying to get going and moving here, and it could be a partnership of sorts that comes in that helps to boosting things forward. Okay, so this motherly energy is boosting this child into maybe some sort of mentorship. There could be a mentorship, right? The mother and the child energy, but not necessarily like that. It's just someone who's more advanced, more experienced in something that right? This could be you or someone else. Like, so this could be you, like dealing with somebody who's less experienced than you, but you giving them wisdom and knowledge. All right, you helping them along their journey, or vice versa. Okay, someone that you encounter that helps you move that much closer to something, to get something going, to get something started, to make something some sort of reality. Okay, you have the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, this is about getting the job started. All right, so you're meeting someone, you're entering, you're coming to a place where things are going to get started. All right, it's not going to start off where it's a big thing, and that, don't be afraid of that. Right, it's like, because you didn't get the $1 million up front doesn't mean the $1 million is not coming. All right, because this is something you're going to have to work with. I see the Seven of Pentacles, number 70. All right, this is where you got to learn a little bit of lessons, or you got to apply wisdom that you've already learned to a situation to get the most out of it, get the best out of it. Okay. Yeah, because I see these plants here. So you may have worked with something before. You may have had a similar situation. You may have had to encounter certain obstacles before, and now you are encountering them again, and you already know what to do. All right, you already know how to fix something, how to handle a situation. All right, sometimes it's not about things just completely being over and ended. It's figuring out the best way to do it, handle it. So when it arises again, you deal with it that way, and it's easier. It's more simpler. Okay. So let me get one. Thank you. You got the Five of Pentacles. Okay. Number 68 here. We have 14, which is 5. So definitely bounces back to that 5. So this talks about those changes, like when things break, you can't put them back together. Okay. Um, they're talking. They're showing me that Japanese art style where they replace things, they put things back together, and they put gold in between it to show the beauty of the cracks. I'm not sure why they're showing me that right now. Um, right, something here isn't completely broken. Right, it can be fixed. It can be repaired in some sort of way. All right, but it's like with new help. It's like with a new design, a new feature, a new aspect to it, or something like that. You have the Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles here, okay? Working really hard with the beetle on there. You're working very hard at something, maybe too hard. You may be working too hard for very little, okay? And they're trying to show you something better. The Elder of Pentacles. Yeah, they're trying. This is the King of Pentacles. They're trying to show you something easier, something more prosperous, something more abundant for you. All right, with the Six of Pentacles. I mean, the Elder of Pentacles, excuse me, which is the King of Pentacles. Number 77. So this is, number 77 talks about a warning, but it also talks about good luck as well. So it's like you got to be very smart about your moves. The King of Pentacles does not make desperate moves, I'm hearing. All right, you may feel like you're in a desperate situation, but they're trying to this energy is trying to, I'm telling you, they're trying to show you something. They got your back here. I keep going back to this mother energy, the mother of God. There's something working here in your favor. Okay, I'm hearing secret donor, secret. It doesn't even have to be a secret, but this could be a surprise. This could be something like you could have been carrying this stick all along by yourself, but somebody just comes along out of nowhere and just picks up the pace with you and pushes you that much further, gets you to where you're going, right? This is like you didn't even expect it, you didn't ask for it, but they're there like, oh shoot, let me go help the collective to get what they're doing. You know, I'm good. I'm good right now. I can help. I have energy to spare. I'm hearing. I have energy to spare. So somebody has energy to spare for you. You have energy to spare for someone, for a situation. And they may not be looking for anything in return necessarily, because there's already a sense of completion, or there's a sense of just wanting to. Okay, this is not like I'm looking for something in return. This is just I want to. You have Temperance here. Okay, there's a balancing out of the energies. Number 14, which is another 5 here. 77 is 14, which is 5. Okay, you have the 68, which is 14. So 14, temperance finally came out. 14 keeps coming out. 5 keeps coming out. Take your time. Don't rush through anything, because believe me, at the end of the day, you will always be okay. This page of pentacles here is a baby energy. It is a new energy. It is like somebody who is, I'm seeing that sticker that people put on their cars when they're new drivers, right? So it's like, take care with me, take time with me. I may not know exactly what I'm doing, but I'm trying my best. Okay. Okay. So if somebody comes to help you, don't be so like, oh, you're not doing it right, right? Maybe they just saw that you needed help and they're coming to help and assist. Right? I don't know. This could be you, right? And even if somebody is like that, it's like, take time with them. Like, they're just trying to figure it out. They're just trying to, right? That's that motherly energy. Like, no matter what's happening, I see that you're frustrated right now, but I'm going to get you to your best. I'm going to get you to your best state. I'm going to help you get to your fullest potential here. Somebody definitely sees your fullest potential and they want to assist you. Okay, you have the 6 of Cups. They may have been watching you for a while just to see what it is you're capable of, and they want to come and help you. They want to come and help you. The 2 of Wands. Okay, number 23. That's what flew out, but I'm going to shuffle and get another one. Let me clarify. Let me get one more card. Excuse me. Let me get one more card. It's 7 of Wands. So there's a lot of habits. There's a lot of things or you have to break, right, in order for you to even see your own way through something or your fullest potential here. Because you could have somebody here that's cheering you on. That's like, they're there for you. They're helping you, but you got to see it for yourself. Okay. So there's some things that you got to cut out. Some, you know, things you think about yourself, some situations that you've been through, the fears, all of that. All right. So you're breaking through your own barriers at the same time. But I feel like this is definitely motivation for you. Whatever this is. Yeah, somebody's helping you or you're getting in it. If nobody is helping you, I'm going to say this. You're getting your power back. Okay. And that magician is showing that. Well, number one, you're getting back to yourself. You're starting to see yourself for who you are. You're starting to think about what you really want. I'm hearing a 5-year plan, 3-month plan, right? Just thinking about your next moves and acting on it. Okay, with that magician. Okay. And also, what I'm seeing with this magician and the 4 of Wands is here too. There's something here about learning the 4 or all the elements, right? And how you best work with them. How do you best work with the fire energy? How do you best work with the water? How do you best work with the earth? How do you best work with the swords, with the air? Okay, so there's something about that at 4 Wands. There's a completion. There's a totality energy of knowing. So if I'm in an emotional situation, I know my best way to be successful so that nobody gets hurt, nobody feels bruised. You understand me? When I'm in my fire energy, I know how to move. I know how to initiate something. I know how to get something started without burning other people around me. All right. This earth, I know how to sit still when I need to. Right. And I know when I need to move and shake things up. All right. The swords, I know when to speak up. I know what I want to say, so I know when I need to hold back and listen. Okay, so it's like this 4 of Wands with the magician is just showing your strength in all ways. Okay, I love that. Let's get some clarity here. Let's get the clarity for. Let's start with the 6 of Pentacles. You have the Knight of Cups. Okay, your desires, your wants, your needs. Okay, they're not worth anything. They're actually worth something. All right, and I feel like there are people, you may have not been around people all the time that understood you, but that nonetheless you're still carrying on. You're still pushing on. Again, you start to meet people. You start to encounter people when, like, the right people or the right people that's going to help you, when you start to actually live in that energy of your heart, right? The energy of going after what you want. That energy of spreading, yourself. How do I say? Like, giving yourself room to be loved, right? Giving yourself room to be, felt. You have the Page of Pentacles with the High Priestess. So you don't know what is going to happen until you try. All right. You got to follow your first mind, your third eye. You got to see the vision. Okay. This High Priestess here is also giving me something here that you don't realize is going to be bigger than what it is. It's going to start out small, but it's going to grow. Right. And the growth of it happens with new habits, new ways, not, that poverty mindset disappears. But that's what also trust in the process. Okay? Like I said, you won't get the $1,000,000 until you try. Clarify the Five of Pentacles. Thank you. You have the Two of Wands again and the Queen of Cups. Okay? Ooh. So somebody's very sensitive here. Somebody is sensitive. There's a level of sensitivity. There's a level of like fragility here. But at the end of the day, this is like becoming stronger, building yourself up stronger here. Okay, where you were fragile before, um, you're more like just letting yourself be. All right, you see something for what it is. You see where you want to go. You're ready to obtain that. Right, you're not holding yourself back anymore. You're fulfilling your dreams. You have the Judgment card that came out here in reverse, and that's with Temperance. But you have this Ace of Wands here with the Elder of Wands. Okay, so what is that telling me? Okay. So this Elder of excuse me, this Elder of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands. It's like you can have anything that you want, right? This doesn't have to be given to you by somebody else, but you could really have anything that you want. All right, but you got to know here that it may not be as quick as you want. This is where, you've been through a lot. You've been through things that you felt like would never end. So why not go through something that you're meant to go through that is going to be long term? Like you've been through other things that are long term that you didn't want to be going through. You know what? You wish you didn't go through it. So this is like that opposite effect of actually looking at something and saying, you know what? I'm gonna stick through it. I'm gonna stick to this. I'm gonna go through with this, right? This is trying to make. This is actually making some sort of choice. This Judgment here is like I'm gonna throw everything out the window and try something else. I'm getting this Judgment almost like the Tower. This Judgment in reverse, like the Tower. Like you just like fuck it. I don't even care no more. Not that I don't even care, but what I cared about before wasn't real. This is where I'm gonna. This is what I'm gonna do. All right. So you're going against something. All right, and that's what this motherly energy wants you to do. They want you to go against something. They want you to see the light in a different way. They wanted you to see what it was, what the truth was. Okay? Seven of Wands, please. Here we go. Five of Pentacles with the Six of Wands. You overcome something. With the Seven of Wands, this is when you, again, you don't give up. You keep going. Okay? You are definitely getting yourself out of a situation that I feel like I'm hearing that you learned your lesson so well that this is like, I'm not doing this again. Okay? So you could be thinking like that, like I never want to have that same judgment again. You're not accepting the fate. Temperance is like, I'm not accepting this fate with the Judgment in reverse. This is not the fate I accept, right? Something has happened before or it happened once and you just don't want it to happen again. So this is like definitely cutting something off. You see that big old scissor? So definitely cutting off something here that just had no potential for you. It had no real success for you. It had no real fulfillment for you, right? There were people around you that weren't real, that just were holding you back, all right? And you had to cut them back. You let them in, but now you realize when you let them in, this Five of Pentacle energy shows up. They start to drain things, all right? And you feel like you're not winning no more. And now we out of that energy and back to the energy of winning. So you're not accepting the fate of something. This High Priestess with the Apprentice, the Page of Pentacles, like I'm not accepting this is how something started. It's not ending the same way. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the Five of Cups is here again. I don't know if it came out. Did it come out already? No, it's the Five of Pentacles. But the Five of Cups is here at the bottom. Some things have to be left behind. Yeah, some things have to be left behind. Somebody doesn't like their fate. I'm telling you, somebody doesn't. So there's somebody here who feels like they're getting punished, and it's not punishment. This is definitely a ruling, a overruling. You have the Mother of God. You have this Emperor here. This is like an overruling of how a situation was going, and you had to be pulled out of it. You had to get out of that situation. You had to relieve yourself. You have to let go, right? Something had to happen major in there to just cut off the connection, right? It's like no other way could have happened but this drastic way, but without like I'm seeing like I'm hearing the hand of God. Right? This is over. This is done with. You're not going with this. I'm seeing Archangel Michael right now as well. Okay? So listen now. Listen, Linda, listen. All right, let's see. Let's see. Let me get. It says breaking trail, a breakthrough is at hand. Okay, so you're getting past something, whatever obstacle you had, the wandering path. Okay, it says enjoy the journey. All right, so you're breaking through to another side. You're getting out of something. Now enjoy your journey. All right, you've made it through. Joy and delight. I'm telling you, something here is ending. Something here has been dealt with. I told you in the beginning, this energy of this motherly energy, mother of God, is like vouching for you. Okay, so this is why something is opening up for you, some type of pathway, some type of opening is happening. The wandering path is a journey that you're just going to go on, but you're going to feel really good about it with the joy and delight, right? You're happy that this is happening. You're happy, right? You're feeling much better, right? A lot of relief is here, okay? Feeling relieved. And I'm going to get one more card here. Actually, yeah, let's use these. One card, please, here, ancestors. Thank you. We have study, number 36. It says, let my mind be clear and strong. Let me study well and long. Okay, so you're very focused on something right now. Best possible outcome is what you're focused on. What the study, number 36 and number 18, is about. Oh, wow, and the number 9 is here again. So 999 talks about completions. You have 45. It says, dream sweet, sleep deep. Sleep that's deep and lasts till morn. Wondrous dreams for days reborn. All right, so good sleep. You may be getting a lot of messages in your dream state. Pay attention to them. They're showing you some type of path that's ending or something like that. They're showing you something here that's in completion. All right, they're giving you a heads up. Number 18, right? Another 9, the best possible outcome. All right, when you follow the directions of resting, putting something to rest, putting something to bed, letting it go, then you get the best possible outcome and you get to be more focused. So there's something here, 36, another 9. Your focus comes back into play. You've understood something. You've come to a understanding. That's what I'm seeing, right? With the studying. So that's the Energy Collective. I love you. This is the Ancestor message. They wanted to tell you something. I hope you listened. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will be back with more. Deuces. Bye.